What's going on, guys? KitsuneTCG here, back with another deck profile, and today I thought I would do an update on a Swordsoul deck profile. Now this is with the Battle of Legends set being released on Friday. I think the new Lancia Synchro monster has some interesting synergy in this deck, and I think it can actually do pretty well against certain matchups. So I thought I'd just kind of go over the deck list and then show off, how these can be used and like a quick combo and things like that. So from there, we are just keeping pretty standard Swordsoul ratios. We have the 3 Moyi, 3 Longwan, 2 Taya, 2 Incredible Ecclesia, 3 Blackout, or 3 Emergence, 1 Blackout. Same thing with the Tinyi. We just have the 3 Ashuna, 2 Vishuda, and then the 2 Adhara, and then the 1 Shrahana. And then just rounding out the 40, we have consistency and like hand traps. We've got the 3 Nibiru, 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Crossout, 1 Called By, just 2 Pot of Desires. You could definitely bump it up to 3 if you ultimately wanted, but I think 2 is just fine. Keeps it at a nice 40. And then 3 Imperm there. In the extra deck, again, pretty standard for the most part. We just have the 1 Yazi, 2 Baxia, 2 Qishao, the 1 Draco Berserker, and then the 1 Chaofeng. We have the 1 Qingying, 1 Quixing Longwan, and then the 2 Monk of the Tinyi and 1 Shaman. The 3 kind of different additions and changes in here are the Trishula and then the Trishula Retrain, as well as the new Lancia Synchro. Now, obviously Lancia only requires a water tuner, which with the Swordsoul cards, that is, what the attribute of the tuner is, so it makes it really easy to bring this card out. When your opponent special summons a monster, you can special summon an Ice Barrier monster from, deck. We have a few different options that we can really work with. Now, since this also does work twice per turn, we can always start with General Raiho. And then from there, if you want to bring in another one, you can bring in General Wayne. Say you're going against like Labyrinth. This just makes it to where spells and traps get banished instead. So, they're not getting any recursion or any of their additional like effects with the Welcome or Big Welcome Engrave. Or like Warlock, where they have to set spell cards and they can't be activated the same turn. So, like some interesting things that you can do against certain decks depending on like what exactly you're going against. But the main one I think is obviously the Raiho, which just being able to bring that out, and anytime they resolve a monster effect on field, needing to discard a card, really just makes, hand, or really is just a nice hand control thing. They have to really be considerate on what monster effects they're going to activate on field. And yeah, let me just kind of quickly show off a combo, and then obviously the reason the other 2 are in there is, if Lancia is destroyed, you can just kind of either go into Trishula to, hand loop as well, get rid of Sighing Engrave, or if they have a bunch of, cards on field, you can just go ahead and get rid of 3 of those as well. So yeah, let me just kind of quickly show off a test hand, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we've just got a test hand here. Now this is just with just the addition of Raiho in the deck. Like I said, there are a lot of other ones that you can add that I think make the deck pretty interesting, but I think that is by far the best one. So for here, we can actually just go ahead and start off with Emergent, grab Moyi, normal summon, we will reveal Vishuda, get the token, we'll go Qishao and Moyi, and then we'll go Qishao 1, Moyi 2, I've got another Ecclesia, we'll grab Longwan. Then we can go Longwan, pitching Vishuda. Into the Swordsoul token, and then make the Lancia, and burn for 12. I'll set these two and pass the turn. So in this case, I mean, just have it set here to where it's going to be the same hand for Swordsoul, but if they start with a special summon or anything like that, that does immediately trigger the Lancia. Lancia would bring out Raiho. You can put it in attack or defense. I think defense is probably the best. It is a little bit higher. And from there, anything that they wish to activate on the field is going to require a discard. And yeah, I mean, that's a pretty basic combo for how to make this work. Like I said, there are other ones you can go into depending on like what deck you're going against, but I think it's an interesting little like addition that you can do in here. Obviously, you're still able to do normal Swordsoul combos. This could easily have been any of the other two level 10 Swordsoul synchros, but I think it's interesting. I think it has maybe some applications that I think could do pretty well. But yeah, let me know down below what y'all think, and I will see y'all next time.